So our goal for today is to climb out of goals. So, at the carousel, we're just looking at, some stuff that we can get. I always try to pick up a bow just because I think it's really good, even if it's on a bad unit, right? So, TF is just Twisted Fate is just a really bad unit, but I got lucky because I am able to make a shift early. So here I'm just picking up some stuff like the doubles I can find, and we see how we go from there, depending on what we're getting to. I already sold off the Twisted Fate just because I think that's how bad it is. So we're picking up some nobles here because I think it's good. I kind of don't even want to pick up the Mord because Mord is just not a strong unit. We're getting items, which is always really good. We're picking up more nobles, so yeah, we're slowly getting there. Yeah, I'm just picking up other units just to use up all my gold because there's no reason not to because I can always sell them off later, right? We do our first fight and we're losing it, but very closely, as you can see. Next up, I hit the Warwick, which is always really nice. So we also got Wild going, and meanwhile I'm building up nobles on my bench in case I want to switch to that later on. The reason I decided to still get some nobles here is because I feel like it's really strong. Like Noble Knights early game is just something that can just really win you games. At the moment we have just 2 brawlers and we're kind of getting towards nobles, right? We have to see. We're winning fights now, which is always really good. So because I've lost a few fights, I can pick relatively early, so I can see what item I want to make here. As you can see, I've also already put the shift on the Blade Master. It's because she attacks quite fast, really, so I think, call me crazy, but I think it's quite strong on her. If she survives, that is. But as you see, Shiv's doing a lot, I'm winning fights, and we're moving up in the world. I've also given her attack speed, well, stacking attack speed, but I'm just not sure if that was really worth it. I think later on, I even change it up, but I'm not 100% sure. We have to watch the game. So we're still winning fights. It's really nice. We're getting some Blade Masters in. Probably gonna set up the Warwick pretty soon, I reckon, because it doesn't fit our comp anymore. Yeah, so we just do Crux. Let's see if we get some more items here. We don't, which was kind of to be expected, considering we got a lot of items at the start of the game. So in case you guys don't know how it works, the more items you get early on, the less you'll get later, and vice versa. So I'm looking at nobles, imperials, maybe Blade Master here, and as you can see, we lose a fight here, I think, yeah. So now it's time to really start thinking of what I want to do. I try not to reroll a lot, but here I do because I don't want to lose more fights. We still try to keep some econ going, so I don't want to spend all my gold just rerolling, right? And it seems to pay off because we win the fights. And we hit the upgrade on the Bane. So now we have nobles going, we have knights going, and we have 1 ninja, but I want to go for guardians here because I feel guardians are really strong, definitely getting it this early is kind of rare. So now we're in a better spot. We have to see what we can still pick up here, and I think we picked that up for the red buff. Yeah, so we put a red buff on the Blade Master. We're just trying to make her our carry. Not really sure if that was the right play, but with the Shiv, it just seems to be kind of working out, right? Now we're just looking for upgrades and we level. We still keep some econ going, we get Imperial going as well. To be fair, I actually think putting in the Blade Master was probably better than the Imperial unit here, so we lose the fight. Let's see. So we trying to build out a Darius, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. I think we should be getting some items here. Yeah. So we can make another red buff. We can make disarm, as you can see. And we're like slowly transitioning into gun slingers as well, right? You see we're picking them up on the bench. We just need to hit the upgrades before we can actually do it. So now I'm in a bit of a tighter spot, right? Our health has dropped to 64. I kind of want to like do stuff. So I'm buying some units, see if I can hit some upgrades. But we're still pretty weak. So yeah, almost down to 50. That's like, for me, 50 is like it's like the spot, right? Like once you're under 50, it starts to get dangerous. So I decided to go for Blade Masters here, put in the Draven, and we'll see where we go from there. I was too late on switching that, which is really bad because then my carry just immediately got destroyed. So positioning is really important. I feel in TFT you really want to like protect some carries and stuff. Yeah, I really wanted the Yasuo there, but yeah, it was almost like no chance I was gonna get it. So we pick up the bow just because bow is really strong. So now what I'm mostly looking for is upgrading my Draven, right? And like trying to make my Draven the carry. But we're not really hitting it. But are we winning? Yeah, we are winning the fight, so that's really nice. So I think from here on, I'll start winning most fights because we have Blade Master, Knight Noble, and Guardian. So it's like we have a very tanky comp with strong carries and a Shiv that can get through the annoying units on the enemy team. My Draven got frozen there, but doesn't really matter. So we're looking, but like as you can see, our econ is pretty weak now. We're in a tight spot. We really need to hit some items here. And we do. So now we pick up the Draven. It's really strong. Like they're not the ideal items for Draven here, but I feel it was like the best option I had at this point, right? So our Draven is really strong. We're really making the Draven the carry. Other than that, we're very tanky as well. Now we're trying to econ a little bit, and I guess hit more upgrades. So you see Draven is just like carrying me in these games, right? It's insane. He's very strong if there's no like real counter. So we hit another upgrade, it's really nice. I'm kind of still looking to create a level 3 here, but it's not very important. Like as you can see, it's mostly Draven doing the work, but we got frozen, which is really, really bad for us. Because once we get frozen, we can't do anything. And this was stupid of me. I should have picked up the Kale, 100%. But I was just like so focused on getting the Blade Masters, I guess. That's why I picked up the Yasuo. Anyways, it works out. We got lucky. We pick up another one. Right? We can make a Hush, and we do. Hush is really nice against the comps I was playing at as well. So that's really what helps me. And Draven is just doing work. So now we're pretty strong. I want to just keep rolling and see if we can hit some more stuff that we need. There we go. So we hit another upgrade. We're very, very tanky. We have a really nice carry Draven. And I think we even win this fight, do we? Yeah, we do. So now I'm just thinking of my econ, right? So I want to econ some so I can level and then put in another unit. Oh, I do decide to roll apparently. That was actually bad. I shouldn't have rolled there. I'm very clear on that. That was a bad move. I'm picking up some units, I guess, for once I hit the level, but you know, if I'm just gonna destroy my econ, it's gonna take forever to hit the level. But we are really strong, and I guess we're low on health, so that's why I decided to go for it. So right now, we are already in the top 4. And we're just rolling, just trying to stay in the game, but we're not hitting anything that we really need, which is unfortunate. Like, So here at the end, yeah, this is the last game, and we do lose it. We actually got third place, because we were surviving longer than the guy who was in fourth place. So we're just like picking up some items, but we got like unlucky because everything I wanted was just gone so fast, right? So we end up with a Lysandra, and unfortunately we just get gold from the first minions here. That's just unlucky. There's not much else to say about that, really. Um, but yeah, let's see how the game evolves. So we find two gunslingers, so I decided to immediately swap over to Lysandra and go for gunslingers with maybe some knights, nobles, whatever we can pick up. So we pick up Darius. I'm not picking up the Warwick, I guess. I think if yeah, we win the fight, so I think I should pick up the other one as well. Um, so yeah, it's still minions, so it's still easy. We only get gold. We hit upgrades, which is really strong, like this early. So I decided to sell up the Warwick because I don't think I'll be going brawlers anytime soon. Then from here on, because now we have level 2 units already, which is really crazy this early in the game, we start winning fights very quickly, right? Um, we pick up more gunslingers. I've picked up another ranger, so we got the ranger bonus, so it makes us a bit stronger. I decided to go for I carried Darius, which is a little bit crazy, but just because I really want to keep this win streak going for the econ, I think it was worth committing the item to. So here I decided to swap out one Blade Master, so we have the Knight bonus. So now we have Knight and Rangers. We're quite strong, definitely this early in the game. I do think that the item on the Darius was a mistake, but I thought it could be really strong because he also already self heals. And then we end up losing the fight now, which is really bad because the whole idea of committing that item was so that we would be really strong early game and not lose fights there, so we get our econ going. So I'm also pretty much last pick. We end up going for the rod here. Because I think, yeah, I don't know why I actually picked up the rod. We decide to keep the gangplank for now. I think in this game I actually make the gangplank the carry, but I'm not really sure. I will have to double check that. We're still losing fights, so we're in a really bad spot actually. We've committed a lot to trying and win, and we're not. I didn't want to level because I do want to like yeah keep my econ going. So we get knights up, we get nobles up, and we have rangers. So now we are a lot stronger. We're still like not winning, sorry. Um, and it's still like quite well. I also see that other people are playing rangers here, which makes me doubt my choice, right? But I think the Ash, like if we can upgrade the Ash, this is what I'm thinking here, will be quite strong. We also have 3 gunslingers and 1 blade master on the side, so we can transition into something else if we want to. We pick up some items, it's always good. Um, yeah, I was thinking about the Morelos on the Darius, I think. But like it was the first time I tried that. It's really bad. I would definitely not recommend it. So I decided to go for gunslingers over rangers because I saw other people playing the rangers. So I'm not even picking up the kindred here, I don't think. And we still win the fight, so that's really good. So yeah, we're definitely gonna go gunslingers now because we're close to hitting our upgrades. Um, so we put in the Lucian as well. We got gunslingers, nobles, knights, right? I think it's really strong early game. Like people seem to underestimate how nice gunslingers is if you have a decent front line. Um, so like even this brawn is giving me a lot of trouble, right? But we're still like almost winning the fight. It just got stalled out. We hit another upgrade, which is nice. I level, put it in. And I think now from here on, we're gonna be looking for the Blade Masters. So I think I might pick up the Atrox. I hope I do. I should at least. Oh no, we just decided to go for Econ. That's okay. I shouldn't. I don't have to pick it up there, but I think I should have. It would have been better. Now I really want to hit some upgrades. That's like the main thing, and I'm looking for items that I can use, which I'm not really getting. So this is where I decided to go for the Morelos, right? The Morelos on the Darius, because like when he swings, he usually hits a lot of targets. So I think that's why I decided to go for it. But then I just realized it was just not good. But we're still winning fights, so I can kind of deal. You know what I mean? So we pick up another Darius. I tried to make him level 3, then it would be kind of worth it. Um, but yeah, as you can see right now in the damage tab, my Darius is not really doing a lot. It was a big waste, right? Even though he stayed alive this whole game, he barely did the damage. The Morales wasn't good. The Gangplank, on the other hand, as you can tell, is really going to town. So I'm not picking up the Misfortune just because I think she's bad. So I see a lot of people, they just go for like any unit that they can get their hands on that fits their comp. But I don't know, like if the unit is really just bad, I think it's not worth picking it up because you're spending your gold, you're losing your economy for really for nothing. So I decided to go for a hush on the Blade Master because, well, I mean, she's fast. She can hush somebody permanently. That was the idea, but it really doesn't work out. And I probably shouldn't have put it on the Blade Master, if I'm completely honest. So my items are really going on the wrong champs, right? And that's really bad. Here we do hit Imperial, and we are at Blade Master, and we have Gunslingers going. But the thing is, oh, we don't have any sustain at all, so we just die. Um, I don't know what I want to go for right now, but what we're doing right now is just bad. I can make a Sorcerer, but that's just not gonna help me at all. I do think I want to hit more Blade Masters because I think Blade Masters are pretty strong, but we are just losing fights and we're losing HP super super fast, which is really really bad. And we got the spatula, but we need something that can actually use it, right? We need a bow here, or we need another spatula. That's what we're looking for, but it's all taken. But we do get a bow, so we do get another Blade Master up. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough to help me at this point in the game, considering we're already only at 36 HP. So we do make another Blade Master, we do get Gunslingers. Um, right at this point, I feel like we're decently strong, but we don't have any survivability still. So we're doing damage, but we're just dying because we don't have a front line. So this is how important it is to build at least like somewhat of a decent front line. Now I'm just gonna roll down and hope we can find some stuff, but we're not really. I hit the graves, but I think this might already be the end of the line for me. Oh no, we're still alive. Okay. So if we were able to upgrade and hit the graves, we have a small window, right? But it looks unlikely that it's still gonna happen. I do pick up my Lucian, level 3, so that's nice. We do pick up a red buff. Oh, we already had level. No, then I shouldn't even be trying to go for that Lucian. I think it's not good. We're just rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, we now got a strong Draven, and I hope it's strong enough to carry me a game, right? But if I'm right, it's not, and we lose, and this is the end of the line. Yeah. So I really tried to like make up for it at the end, but it was just too late, and we lost too much health because our front line was so weak. Okay, so again, I'm always looking for the bow, but I don't get it. So we just pick up the Lucian because let's see what we can make with the Lucian. That's what I'm thinking, right? I had some success with nobles and gunslingers. I know people don't like it. People think it's weak, but you know, it's more gunslingers for me. I don't care. I always pretty much pick up the Darius early game because I think the knight bonus is really strong. And it works really well with nobles, which seems to be what I'm kind of going for here, right? We pick up another knight. We're going knight nobles. It looks like. And we already have two brawlers sitting on our bench as well, in case we still want to pivot. But I don't think we do pivot in this game. I think this is what we're sticking to, definitely if we're hitting some upgrades. So more nobles. I've decided I don't want to do the whole brawler thing, so I'm picking it up. And I have nobles and knights going right now. So this is pretty strong early game. I think we should be winning most fights now. I think people really underestimate it. Noble Knight early game. It's really easy to get up, and you have two synergies going, of which one is really strong, Knights. We're also like probably not gonna do the brawler thing, but I'm just keeping everything for now because there's no real reason for me not to. And in case I want to pivot, it's still worth it. But likely I won't, right? It seems that we're doing good with our Noble and Knights. So even though I have only level 1 units, I'm still beating that guy, right? Just because of my synergies at the moment. So I decided to just move to the other side, sell off my warwicks, so I have 10 gold for my econ, and we pick up another Blade Master in case we're gonna swap to Blade Masters later on. So the idea is that with the Draven, you have Blade Master and Imperial, right? So that's why you also keep the Darius, and why I want to pick up more Blade Masters meanwhile. So most good items are gone. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get here. I think I'm gonna try and create a Hush, but we're not, like I didn't want to create a Dragon Claw, so that's why I just picked up the chain because I think it was the best item I could get. I hit the upgrade, which is huge. I level, put in another Gunslinger. So now we have two Gunslingers, two Nobles, two Knights, sorry, three Nobles, two Knights. It makes our comp pretty strong. We also have one level 2, but we need to hit more level 2s, else we're not gonna be winning fights. So without the GA, so actually even with the GA, I still win the fight, which is really huge. We got another level 2, we put it in. So it looks like we're going to go with, some Gunslinger Noble Knight comp at the moment. And then probably later on, we'll try to transition that into Blade Masters. So Crooks, we're hoping for some good items. I think, if I remember correctly, I get a Hush out of this, which is kind of nice. I'm never gonna say no to Hush. Hush is definitely really strong late game, because everything really depends on abilities late game, right? So if you get to Hush the right targets with Gunslingers, it's nice. I am able to make a Bloodthirster, so that way I could heal my Lucian if I wanted to. But we pick up another, yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here, but we're still winning fights, even without items, right? So there's no real need to use them yet. Our econ is also really strong now. We're hitting 2 upgrades here. I don't really care about the items at this point, because our team is just really strong. And I think we win without items at this point. And Lucian is really carrying hard. That really helps, of course. So we hit the first Draven, which is nice. I leveled, and I put in the Draven. So we have Imperial. We are trying to go for Blade Masters after this. So that's our next, like the next thing we want to pick up. I'm just picking those up. I don't think I will use them, but there's no real need not, there's no real reason for me not to pick them up. I really want to pick up the Blade Master here, right? But it's already gone, unfortunately. So we're not getting the items we need. Pick up the rod just so we can do something. Yeah, I'm thinking about the Ionic Spark, but I'm also not sure if I should have put the BT on the Draven already, but I think I just really want to win fights, so that's why I decide to go for it, because we have a 5-win streak going, right? And that's a lot of like extra gold that we're getting. Also, our econ is really strong now. We're looking for more upgrades. We're hitting them as well. Perfect. And now we're starting to look for Blade Masters. And see if we can maybe make it to 6, but I don't think we are able to this game. We're winning fights very convincingly though, and we're in a very, very strong position. So we still keep our econ, it's fine. And we're hitting some more items. We hit red buff or hush. And hush actually. So I decided to go for the red buff, I think. Yeah, and now our Lucian is really becoming our carry. And I decided to level up, put in another Gunslinger and Blade Master in the Gangplank. But probably I should have put in the Shen because I think at this point he's way stronger. That would have probably won me that fight. Oh, this is just gonna go on forever. Okay. We do end up losing the fight, which is unfortunate. Yeah, this is what I should have done in the first place, and I would have won that fight. But it's okay. The only thing that's annoying is that we now lost. Oh, and that's. I think I missed a Draven, didn't I? I think I missed a Draven there. Just being too fast. Um, Funny to see that in the review. It happens often, right? You're just clicking through stuff. And I'm getting all the Shens, but I don't want to pick them up. I remember that. Like, I was getting a lot of Shens, but I'm like, nah, I'm never going to make a level 3 Shen and then just keep getting, 10 Shens. It's just how the game works, right? We're still pretty strong, though, like, and we're also at a really, really good health advantage. So I like where we are at the moment. Now we're just looking to pick up items that we need, right? I think I want to pick up a bow if I can. But there's no more bows. So we're looking for something else, picking up the chain. Maybe to go for another, like what are we trying to go for with that? I don't even know. I guess I just wanted something else and just decided to go for that. We're trying to build out like the cat with Imperial, but I'm not really sure if we should, but maybe it's worth it if we hit the Swain, right? That's the idea behind it. I really need to hit the Draven upgrade though. That's really important now, because Draven is going to be my carry. So I'm thinking of what to do. I don't think I want to do anything because like I want my econ to go up again, and we're still relatively strong. And we're easy, like very convincingly winning the fight. Well, maybe not very convincingly. Maybe not at all. No, okay, we do. Thank you, Draven carry. So we hit another Draven. We hit the upgrade on the Draven, which is really, really nice. It was really, really lucky as well. So I'm thinking of like, how do I get my econ back up? But I'm not really getting there because I don't want to sell off the other things. We're getting a lot of items, which is really, really strong. Pick up another Draven. Make another red buff. We can make another Husha as well, I think. No, we can't. Oh yeah, so this is really strong. The Morelos on the Graven makes it so that when he spins and hits multiple targets, they all get Morelloed, which is really, really strong. So right here, we're just like not gonna do anything because we want to keep our econ going. Our econ is really strong now. We have a decent comp. Our Draven is level 2. We should be able to win fights. That Kindred ult was really good though, and it made us lose the fight. And then we got permanent frozen, which was just unfortunate. See, misfortune. I skip it again. I just don't want it. It's bad. Like maybe if I could hit, maybe I should have picked it up just to try and make a level 2. I decided to go for Frozen Heart and a Morellos here, so I just do a lot of damage while they are all slowed, which is really strong. So I'm looking for the Swain here because I know I can pick up Imperial then, right? Or I'm looking for another red buff. Yeah. It's unfortunate because if I had the Swain, it would have been better. I'm putting the red buff on the Draven there, just more damage. Pretty much is the idea. And then we finally hit our Gangplank, which is nice because it's a Blade Master, and we can get rid of the is it Grace? Yeah, Grace. Unfortunately, we still lose the fight, and we lose it pretty hard. Right now, I'm just looking for like stuff to upgrade, and then don't ruin my economy too much, so I can still go in later. So that Shen was really good, but we're still losing a fight, and I think it's the same guy that we lost to before. So I just hope we don't face him because we can't beat him. We do get another Hush, which is really, really nice. So yeah, this is Dragon. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. And we kill the dragon. Put the Hush on the Draven. And we're trying to like, change up our position some just so we can create some more survivability. And we win very convincingly, which is really nice. So now we're already in the top 4. Um, I'm happy with that, but I do hope we can push it further, and we should be able to just because of all the health we still have to leverage. And we're at a really, really strong economy, which means I can push more if I have to. I'm repositioning here because, well, it's good. Then I got phantomed, I think. Or why did I die so fast? So it's again the same guy that just keeps beating me over and over and over again, and I have no clue how to beat him. So I'm trying some new things, trying to change up my positioning, but it's just all not really working out. So this guy I think I beat because he's not that strong. And now we're looking for, yeah. We pick up the Yasuo because if we hit another Yasuo and we can put him in, we're really strong. Because we already had 5 Blade Masters, right? And we're able, no, we're not able to level, why not? Oh, we already leveled just before. So I'm doing it mostly in case I, oh, in case I do get the level, I'm just looking for Yasuo. But that means that we have to get the level, which means I cannot destroy my economy like I'm doing right now. Oof, and we die for it. Yeah. So I probably should have, in hindsight, I probably should have like spent all my gold, find the Yasuo, and just change something else so we had 6 Blade Masters. Because we would have been doing a lot more damage and probably had a higher chance to win. I just think I didn't think I was gonna die right there, so that's why I didn't. As you can see from my commentary as well, I just really wasn't expecting to die. So that's that for this game, and let's go on to the next. So again, looking for the bow, and we got it, so that makes me pretty happy. It's also nice to have I guess, a ninja assassin, but the side is just really bad. It's just okay, you know, at the start. I think we're gonna actually toss it really, really quickly because it's just Zed is just like one of those other units. It's just not strong enough in the current meta, or just as a unit in general. I feel so. I immediately pretty much toss him. I decide to go with the Nidalee and like item her up because she's really strong early game. Definitely like with the item, like if she gets to transform, she becomes a beast. So this is what I hope can win me some fights early game. So I really want to pick up the area. I shouldn't have sold up there because I would have gotten the win either way, right? So that was a bit of a waste, but we're already hitting 3 wild. We're looking for one more. Will be good. Pick up 2 knights, just in case. So we're hitting some brawlers as well, which is nice. I'm putting brawler and wild now. So we level brawler wild. So right now I feel like the comp is decent, but we really need to hit some like level 2s here. And like it's unfortunate we're not getting any Nidalees like at all, which is really what I was looking for, right? So I keep the Cassidon there because it will allow me for Voids and Sorcerer later if I want to. Right now we lose hard, so I mean it's fine. It's still early in the game, but it's still not good. So finally we had some upgrades. We want to put in Sorks, I guess. Do we? Yeah, we do. Oh no, I guess I just like the Nidalee right now a lot, but I think I should have probably gone for Sorks over Wild here and just toss the Nidalee. But I think at this point I still just really want to hit the upgrade and like go from there. So because we lost one, we get to pick relatively early, which is really nice for me. And because we're gonna go Sorks, I really want to pick up the rod. So we hit another Nidalee. We level, I guess, and pick it up. Do we pick it up? Do we not pick it up? Oh, maybe because I decided I don't want to go for it anymore, but I still think we should pick it up for now. Oh yeah, there we go. So we pick up the Lulu, which is nice. Now we have 3 Sorks, 3 wilds. Either way, I want to go with some more wilds, or some brawler, or some Sorks. So I have a lot of options here, but as you can see, our damage output is really high, even though we have mostly level 1s. I think we only have 2 level 2 units. We hit the upgrade on the Warwick, which is great. And we see where we go from there. We see what items we're gonna get, and hopefully we're getting some good ones so we can really like create a nice comp. And we're just getting gold. Of course, we're just getting gold. Um, so that's really unfortunate because I really need items to make source work, right? Otherwise, there's just no way. I was thinking maybe I'll go something with shapeshifters, but shapeshifters is, in my opinion, just not strong at all. So I think I'm gonna toss it again later, but it's just in case I don't have another option, right? It's better to have options than to not have any options. So we're thinking about the Veigar here, because, you know, carry Veigar can do a lot of damage actually. And as a sword, he's not bad. We're just looking for like upgrades right now. As you can see, my bench is full, but we're not hitting what we need. Morgana, after her nerf, I feel like she's not that strong anymore, so I might just toss her later. I think I will. I'm not 100% sure. But right now, there's no need. Except if I want to pick up the cannon, of course. Yeah, and I do. Okay. So the first players are already starting to like almost fall out of the game. Oh, I think the guy is just AFK, so that's fine. Never mind. But even so, we're at a really good health advantage, and we're building out Sorks. So Sorks, usually you lose a lot early game, right? That didn't happen at all, so that's really really good for us. Unfortunately, we were not able to take up the rod, which is a bit unlucky. But it's what it is. I think we're signing off that early, yeah. No, are we? Are we not? I'm making a super airy for whatever reason. It's okay. That was not the right time to put that on, in my opinion. Probably shouldn't even have created that at all. I should have just saved the rod there. It would have been a lot better actually. Because you know the rod with Sorks is really strong, and the item I've given it now, it's really bad. And then there, it's unlucky I got Blitzcranked. I just wasn't playing around it. That was stupid on my part. I should have taken a look around. So now we're starting to lose games. We're dropping really, really fast. We're looking for strong items here. Because to be fair, we haven't gotten a lot of items, so we should be getting a lot of them now. So at one point I got scared that we were gonna die to the walls there. We're just thinking of what items we can make here. And I think now we're thinking about the Cho, right? We really want to hit the Cho'Gath, and we hit it. Because Cho'Gath right now is really strong with the Sorks, right? We'll lose the fight, but it's okay. We have our Cho. I'm happy. Put in the Cho, and probably already immediately Guardian Angel him. I'm also Morelloing him, and then I hope I can get like with his ult, Morello. I was thinking it's pretty good. And Cho is already doing work. So our econ is really strong. Our comp is getting there. It's not quite where I want it to be yet, but it's getting there. And we're just looking for upgrades now. I'm picking up Aurelion Soul, picking up more Ares. But what I'm really looking for is Cho'Gath, and I'm not hitting Cho'Gath. So our Cho is still doing fine. I'm looking for yeah some items. I was thinking like, hey, look, I can make a Blade Master, but you know, those really useless in my comp. So I'm happy that we picked that up. And see now, this is where it's really unfortunate that I put the item on the Ari, right? If I hadn't put the item on the Ari there, it would have been a lot better. So we're still doing a lot of damage though. It's pretty much destroying that guy. We put in the Gnar. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it's better I think. And so I decided not to go for shapeshifters there. You saw me just throwing them away, and that means our econ is strong. But we do lose the fight pretty hard. So now I really want to look for Cho'Gath, and I found one. So here I'm thinking like maybe I need the wild buff. We pick up another Cho, that's really strong. We have still some econ going and some items. I decided to make Ari the second carry because I do hope we can make her level 3, right? That's the idea here. We level and we go for the wild buff. Wild sorcerers, that's the ID. But unfortunately it just didn't work out. Very closely it did. It was really unlucky that the Cho didn't do a bit more. So now I'm just really looking for the other rod so I can make my Cho just stupid OP. Also just realized the Gnar, or Nar, however you pronounce it, animation looks really funny speed up once he's shapeshifted. Just pay attention to it if it happens again. So we lost that fight really hard, but yeah, that's unfortunate. We're just looking for Rod. What? Why did I? Oh yeah, okay. So Karthus is nice as well, I guess, but I think I still should have gone for the Rod. I think it was the better play. Um, So now I'm just thinking, okay, maybe I don't need wild, I just need damage, right? Because we're so close to hitting it. And then of course I face the Blitzcrank play again. And again I didn't play around it. Luckily we still, wait, no, I thought we were still in the fight. Okay, so now we're at 1 health. I really need to get everything out. I want to put in another Cho because Cho is just OP. And hope we can win. I'm looking for more Chos. That's all I'm looking for at this point. Luckily they're all clamped up. We just kill them with the Cho ults, which is amazing. So Aeonic Spark, it's okay, but we're just looking for Cho. I want more Cho and more Ari. Everything else at this point can pretty much go. So that's really strong. Now we have a level 3 Ari with items. So Cho, not Cho. I'm really just looking for Cho here, right? And I need to find it fast. I'm just not getting it, which is unlucky. There we go. Now we got 2 level 2 Chos. The damage output that this can do is nuts. And we have a Karthus as well, just, you know, in case we need it. We're at 1 health. Keep this in mind. We're currently 5th place, right? So now all I can do is just hope for the best and hope we don't die. That's really it. I'm not even sure what I'm drawing for here. More Chos, but there's really no need. So luckily we're still winning fights, and we're winning them relatively convincingly. So I'm looking for one more Karthus, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was rolling for, just the Karthus, because I'm afraid I'm at 1 HP, I'm gonna lose. We've already made it to 3rd place though, so I'm really happy with that. Cho is still doing so much work. The double Cho, it's nuts. I want to pick up another Karthus, but we take the Rod, which is really nice on our Cho because there is no other Karthus to be found. So now we upgrade it. The Cho is just gonna be nuts right now. And now all we're looking for is Karthus. That's it. That's all we want. Look at that damage. It's really ridiculous. And that's so much damage going his way. So we, from like 5th place with 1 HP, we made it to 2nd place with 1 HP so far, right? That's incredible. I decided to change up my positioning some, and then I think I'll do it just to get closer, and then yeah, we win the fight easy. And that's GG. We got 1st place with 1 HP. And we made it out of gold.
Not a bad day. See you guys all on the next.